Hello and welcome to this lesson on using iteration to solve equation. By the time you finish this video, you will be able to identify and interpret an iteration formula of the form x sub n plus 1 equals f of x sub n. Substitute a starting value into an iterative formula and use a calculator to generate successive values. And finally, use iterative calculations to approximate solutions to equations. Let's get started. Today, we're going to learn how to use iteration to solve equations. Iteration is a method used to find an approximate solution when an equation cannot be solved easily using algebra. Instead of finding the exact answer straight away, we repeatedly use a formula until the values settle down and stop changing. There are three main steps to this process. First, rearrange the equation into an iteration formula. This formula is usually written in the form x sub n plus 1 equals a function of x sub n. Next, choose a starting value and use your calculator to generate a sequence of values. Each new value is calculated using the previous one. Finally, stop when the values stop changing. Once the same value keeps appearing, or the values agree to the required number of decimal places, you have found an approximate solution. To make this process much quicker, there are a few calculator buttons you'll use regularly. The first is the Shift button. This allows you to access the functions written above many of the keys. The second is the cosine button, which is also used for the inverse cosine, or cosine to the power of -1 function. To use inverse cosine, simply press Shift, followed by the cosine button. Finally, there's the ANS button. This is one of the most important buttons for iteration because it automatically recalls your previous answer. Instead of typing each value again, you can simply use the ANS button, making each iteration much faster and reducing the chance of mistakes. Now that we understand the basic steps and the calculator buttons we'll be using, let's solve some iteration questions step by step. Instead of finding the exact answer straight away, we repeatedly use a formula until the values settle down and stop changing. We want to solve x equals cosine of x using the iteration formula x sub n plus 1 equals cosine of x sub n, starting with x sub 0 equals 0.5. Before we begin, make sure your calculator is in radian mode. Press Shift, then Menu to open Setup. Select Angle Unit, then choose Radian. Now enter the starting value. Type 0.5, then press equals. This stores our starting value as the current answer. Now we can begin the iteration. Press COS, then ANS, close the bracket, and press equals. The calculator gives the value 0.8776. This is x sub 1. To find the next value, there's no need to type the previous answer again. Simply press COS, then ANS, close the bracket, and press equals. This gives 0.6390. This is x sub 2. Repeat exactly the same key presses. Press COS, then ANS, close the bracket, and press equals. This gives 0.8027, which is x sub 3. Again, press COS, then ANS, close the bracket, and press equals. This gives 0.6948, which is x sub 4. Repeat the process one more time. Press COS, then ANS, close the bracket, and press equals. This gives 0.7682, which is x sub 5. Notice that each new value is getting closer to the previous one. If we continue pressing COS, ANS, close bracket, and equals, the values eventually settle at approximately 0.739. Therefore, the solution to the equation is x is approximately equal to 0.739. Using the ANS button makes iteration quick and efficient because the calculator automatically uses the previous answer each time. Now, let's dive into some exam-style practice question. You can pause the video and try yourself. Question 1. Use the iterative formula, x sub n plus 1 equals x sub n cubed plus 4, all divided by 2. Start with x sub 0 equals 1.2 and find x sub 1, x sub 2, and x sub 3. This question is worth 3 marks. Let's begin by finding x sub 1. The iteration formula has already been given, so we don't need to rearrange the equation. We already have our starting value, x sub 0 equals 1.2. Now substitute this into the iteration formula. This gives us x sub 1 equals 1.2 cubed plus 4, all divided by 2. First, calculate 1.2 cubed, which is 1.728. Next, add 4 to get 5.728. Finally, divide by 2. This gives x sub 1 equals 2.864. So our first answer is x sub 1 is approximately equal to 2.864. That earns the first mark. Now let's find x sub 2. This time, we use the value we have just found for x sub 1, which is 2.864. Substitute this into the iteration formula. This gives x sub 2 equals 2.864 cubed plus 4, all divided by 2. Using the calculator, 2.864 cubed plus 4 equals approximately 27.49. Now divide by 2. This gives x sub 2 is approximately equal to 13.746. That earns the second mark. Notice that each new value is found by substituting the previous answer back into the iteration formula. This is the key idea behind iteration. Finally, let's find x sub 3. We now use the value of x sub 2, which is 13.746. Substitute this into the iteration formula. This gives x sub 3 equals 13.746 cubed plus 4, all divided by 2. Using the calculator, 13.746 cubed plus 4 is approximately 2,601. Now divide by 2. This gives x sub 3 is approximately equal to 1,301. That earns the third and final mark. So our completed answers are x sub 1 is approximately equal to 2.864. X sub 2 is approximately equal to 13.746. And x sub 3 is approximately equal to 1,301. Notice that in this example, the values do not settle towards a single number. Instead, they grow larger with each iteration. This shows that not every iterative formula converges. Some iterative processes diverge, causing the values to move further and further away from a solution. Question 2. The equation x cubed plus x minus 20 equals 0 can be rearranged to give the iterative formula x sub n plus 1 equals the cube root of 20 minus x sub n. Starting with x sub 0 equals 2, find the values of x sub 1, x sub 2, and x sub 3. This question is worth 3 marks. Let's begin by finding x sub 1. Substitute x sub 0 equals 2 into the iterative formula. This gives x sub 1 equals the cube root of 20 minus 2. Simplifying the expression gives the cube root of 18. Using the calculator, the cube root of 18 is approximately 2.621, correct to 3 decimal places. That earns the first mark. Now let's find x sub 2. This time, instead of using x sub 0, we substitute the value we have just found for x sub 1, which is 2.621. This gives x sub 2 equals the cube root of 20 minus 2.621. Simplifying the expression gives the cube root of 17.379. Using the calculator, this is approximately 2.590, correct to 3 decimal places. That earns the second mark. Finally, let's find x sub 3. Now substitute the value of x sub 2, which is 2.590, into the iterative formula. This gives x sub 3 equals the cube root of 20 minus 2.590. Simplifying the expression gives the cube root of 17.410. Using the calculator, this is approximately 2.592, correct to 3 decimal places. That earns the third and final mark. So our completed answers are x sub 1 is approximately equal to 2.621, x sub 2 is approximately equal to 2.590, and x sub 3 is approximately equal to 2.592. Notice that the values are becoming closer together. This tells us that the iteration is converging, which means it is approaching a single solution.